All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Uh, Happy New Week, and soon we have a happy Thanksgiving for those who live in America. But I advise all the Christians always to provide thanksgiving to the Lord, for He provides us with many good things. And remember, today, as usual, we are here to expose the cult of Islam, but we are not against Muslims. Muslims are people the Lord, He says to us, love them, pray for them. So we are here to help them, not to be against them. Remember that always, please. Now, the topic today is, what is the proof that Muhammad was a prophet? This is the question which is, very normal to be asked when anyone believe anything. What is the proof? And this is a Muslim website, so what we will read here is nothing to do with me, is what the Muslims give us. The text here is somehow is big. Let me see if I make it a little bit smaller. Here we go. This is better. All right. So what is the proof that Muhammad was a prophet? This is a question posted in September 24th this year. I'm curious. I read Surah chapter 6 verse 50. And this is Quran now. Say, Muhammad, I say not unto you that I possess the treasure of Allah, nor that I have knowledge of the unseen. This is supposedly the statement of Muhammad. So the person is asking, is that saying that Muhammad is saying he is not a prophet? Explain to me, please. So when Muhammad, he said in this chapter, chapter 6 verse number 50, let us go there first. Chapter 6, and we will read Muslim translation as usual, so Muslims will not say we are making our own translation. You know them, they complain for any reason. All right, this is the Muslim Muhammadan translation. As you see in this verse, Muhammad, God speaking, saying to Muhammad, tell them, I have no knowledge of anything except what Allah told me. And actually there's here something very bad in this verse. But we will connect it to other verse because they complete each other. When Muhammad, he say that his God told him to say that he have no knowledge except what Allah he gave him, is that an answer from Muhammad saying, don't ask me questions, I know nothing? Or Muhammad is saying, I know everything, but my knowledge is coming from Allah? Do we have any Muslim in the chat listening? Do we have any Muslim listening here? Is Muhammad here saying, I know nothing? Which means, as the guy is asking in the website, will look like Muhammad saying he is not a prophet because he know nothing. Prophet is someone prophesy about the future, and Muhammad saying, I don't have the treasure of Allah, nor I know the unseen. You know, the second you say I know not the unseen, that's mean you are not a prophet. You are confessing that you are not a prophet. Because a prophet is somebody tell us about something is unseen, something did not happen yet, something will happen in the future. Do you agree with me, Muslims? If I say to you I know not anything about the unseen, I just confess that I am not a prophet, because this is the job of a prophet. He will be sent by God, and God will tell things which nobody knows, and that's why we call him a prophet. Otherwise, why he is called a prophet? Any Muhammadan? As you see, this is Muhammad, and this is Allah saying that Muhammad, he know nothing, and he do not know the unseen. So he never possessed the unseen, which means he made a prophecy about the unseen. Muhammad Qasim saying, hold on, let us see what Mr. Muhammad saying. We will put his statement in the screen so people will read what Mr. Muhammad said. All right. The Arabian prophet, it clearly says, but follow that which is revealed. He does not know himself the unseen. But you see, he does not know himself the unseen. But the second you possess the unseen knowledge, you have it. And when you say I follow, I follow. You see, there's a huge difference between I follow and I tell you what nobody knows. I follow too, but that does not make me prophet. Correct, guys? I follow many teaching is exist in the Bible, mentioned either by the Lord Himself or by prophets. But if I follow, doesn't make me a prophet. So Muhammad, he says to you, I know nothing. I possess nothing. I don't possess the treasure of Allah. What is the treasure of Allah talking about? Is that a gold? Is that silver? No. It's about knowing. Nor I know the unseen. So he don't even know what will happen in the future. So he confessed two things. He have no knowledge of what Allah want. He have no knowledge of the unseen, and that will strip him from the title of being prophet. Nor I say to you that I am an angel, which mean, weird statement. Muhammad claiming that I'm not an angel. What does that mean? He's a bad person, because when I say I'm not an angel, that's mean I'm like maybe I'm saying I'm the devil. I'm not a good person. What does that mean? I'm not an angel. I follow that which has been revealed into me. Okay, following what is revealed to you does not make you neither a messenger or a prophet. Do we have any Muslim would like to give us a code? Do we have any Muhammadan would like to give us a call? Let me open my Skype. Give me a second to be sure that Muhammadan people, they are able to call me. Maybe those who claim that they are heroes and they can debate me, they will they will do it. All right, we are live on Skype. And Muhammad, if you like to call us, feel free, my friend. Anyone? So it's very clear that what Muhammad is making here is trying to let us say push away any responsibility about him. I know nothing. I'm no one. I'm not even an angel. I do not know the unseen. What does that mean? It's mean don't go after me. So why you claim to be a prophet? It's like a teacher, he go to the classroom and he say, I know nothing. Go and call hijab. No problem. Give me his Skype. I will call him right now. Yes, my friend, the one is scared is the one who don't dare even to open his live broadcast and say, call me. Here we go. I'm live on air. We can do broadcast at the same time. He can call me or I can call him. He can have his people in his channel. I will have the people here in my channel. Let us do it, my friend. Bunch of kids. Real heroes don't talk. Here we go. My Skype is open. What about you go and say to him, why you don't call this guy? Actually, isn't him yesterday? He says he made a poll. He want to debate Christian Prince. So he's the one making challenge. And I accept. I'm here every day live on air. Who is holding him? Anyway, just forget about this kid. So who is the Muhammadan is going to give us the answer? Any Muhammadan? Forget about this kid, guys. Do we have any Muhammadan have an answer? Muhammad confess that he is neither a prophet, neither know anything about Allah, neither he is a teacher. He is just a follower. Muslims, he is follower of who? He is a follower of who? Any Muslim can tell us? Guys, in the text, anyone will use the word, don't use bad language, please. Don't for us to block you. You know, let us maintain it a nice conversation. We are having good time, and there is no need to be rude. And that's it. Take it easy. Enjoy your time. As you see, here we go. We are live on air challenging all those who say we believe in Allah and He is a prophet. He is no prophet and there is no Allah, and prove me wrong. What do you say? What say you? I'm a Christian prince live on air. My Skype is open. I say to you, Muhammad here is convincing us that he is not a prophet, and he is saying that so you will not ask him questions because he know nothing. What do you say? Translate directly from the Arabic. If I translate the Muslim, they will say he's giving us false translation, so I'm using Muslim translation. قل لا أقول لكم عندي خزائن الله ولا أعلم الغيب ولا أقول لكم إني ملك إني أتبع إلا ما يوحى إلي. And look what he said at the end, which is very funny. Is the blind is equal to the one who can see? I mean, look who is talking. Muhammad, he do not know how to write, how to read according to Muslims. And he is a question, is the blind is equal to the one who can see? The question is, as long you have eyes, how come you cannot read? And how come the one who cannot read and write, he will be the teacher who would teach us? Have you ever heard of somebody as a professor in a university? He is illiterate. Illiteracy. And he is talking about the blind and the one who can see. Are they equal? Anyone? Okay, we have to go back then to the article, so maybe we can find some, as long there is no Muslim, no Muhammadan would like to call us. So this person is asking, well, isn't it really here the prophet saying that he is no prophet? Jason Sober want to call me? No problem, he can. Anyone, as long as he's a Muslim, he can call me. If you are not, I will hang up on you and I will block you. All right, so please just call if you are a Muhammadan. Anyone? And please don't send me links in Skype saying refute this guy and refute this guy. I do refute Islam. I don't refute guys. And don't send me text in Skype. So what I'm doing here? You think I'm making falafel? What refute this guy? What is more important than refuting Muhammad himself? What refute this guy and that guy? Now, if we go in the answer here, Mr. Mayin Khalifa, he is giving his answer. He said, thank you for the question and for concerning us about Islam. This is the name of the website, supposedly. Chapter 7 verse 157 in the Quran clearly state that Muhammad is the messenger and the prophet. Okay, hold on. I mean, okay, the guy is asking you why Muhammad saying I know nothing, and then you say to him, oh, well, there's a verse in the Quran clearly that he is a prophet. Question, where is the prophecy? Where is the prophecy? In order to be a prophet, I have to be a prophecy. Okay, what is the prophecy of Muhammad in the Quran? Who want to show it to us? Let me prophesy for you. I live in USA and now it is winter. This winter we will have snow, and not only here in Alaska too. Here we go. I'm a prophet now. Let me make more unbelievable prophecy. Many women around the world this month, they will have their period. How I know that? That's astonishing. I just told you about the unseen. So when you say there's a verse about Muhammad in the Quran saying he's a prophet, shouldn't you tell me what is the prophecy first? Anyone can say I'm a prophet. Anyone can say I'm a prophet. The problem is how you can prove it. So you are trying to prove to the guy that he is a prophet by saying to him there is a verse saying he's a prophet. And if we go to chapter 7 verse 157 as he suggests to go, let us go there. Chapter 7 verse 157. All right. I hope that will not hurt your eyes scrolling down. It says here, those who follow the apostle and illiterate prophet. I mean, how you can call somebody a prophet and he is illiterate? Just to show you how this is a very weird, funny Quran. The Muslim, they say Quran is amazing. The second you say he is illiterate, it's mean he is unlearned. So how he learned from Allah but he is unlearned? Are you following, guys, with me? A person who is receiving his knowledge from Allah, how we can call him unlearned? The second you say he is illiterate, it's mean he have no knowledge. So he gave him a verse, confirmed the previous verse, saying that Muhammad is an ignorant, he know nothing, he is not a prophet. This is what you gave me. So the verse saying he is a messenger, but he is unlearned. That is an interesting kind of stupidity. I claim to be a prophet who learned my knowledge from God, yet I say to you I am unlearned. And then it says here, whom they find written down with them in the Torah and the Injil. Question. So Muhammad, he could not prove that he is a prophet, and then he says, go and find my name written in the Torah and the Injil. I thought the Torah and the Injil is corrupted. So somebody inserted the name of Muhammad there maybe. And where is the name of Muhammad in the Torah and the Injil? Where? And why Muhammad did not quote the verse? Why Muhammad did not say he will go in chapter, etc., verse, etc., I am there? Do you know that the real Israelis are the largest? My friend, just leave my. Don't stay here. I don't have a time for stupidity. How you are an African and you are Israelist? That's weird. Those are racist group. They have nothing to do with God. Don't change my topic and don't waste my time. All of those are racism a group. Jesus, he is not. First of all, you are an Israeli or not, that will not make you any different. That's very, very. This is telling you how stupid some people are. Because Jesus, he came for all mankind. For God, he loved the world. He sent his only begotten son. Not the Israeli, not the Hebrew, not the Jews, not the Middle Eastern, not the white, not the black, not the Asian, all the world. So when you say I'm an Israeli, so what? I mean, let us say for the sake of argument you are. Is that mean something you are like you have a rank now? Racism. This is the whole point. You're trying to be like I'm above all mankind. I'm an Israeli. But this is in your fantasy, my friend. I do not need to be an Israeli to be Christian. Wrong mentality, low IQ, and racism involved. Racism is from the devil, not from Jesus. This is why you are making it about black, when, like, was Jesus a black too? And who care about if you are black or, you know, why you, I mean, just go to your devil and play with him. Time will come and Jesus will say to you, I do not know you, depart away from me, false people. Now, who is the Muhammadan is going to give us an answer? Let us see. Look like we have maybe something in Skype. If thinker, I think this guy, he called me before, but he's changing the name. Maybe let's see. Let's call him. Answer, a friend. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you are live on air. Go ahead. What do you want to say to us?
Yeah, I'm Zakir. I'm from India.
Right.
Okay.
And you are a Muslim, right?
Yeah, Sunni. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. What do you like to say to us, Mr. Iftikhar? Your name is
Yeah.
Iftikhar? Iftikhar?
Iftikhar, yeah, Khan. I'm
Iftikhar,
from
all right.
Mumbai.
Okay,
Yeah.
my friend. Go ahead.
What you're talking about, okay, whatever you're mentioning over here is not at all. I practice, okay, and this my imams and my Maulana, they never tell me that Muhammad was an unlearned prophet.
So
Okay, they say, okay, so what you're quoting over here, okay, it can also have a different interpretation.
Give me the interpretation.
Okay, it is possible when Jesus said in Bible that no one knows the hour. Okay, so it is like that. Even he didn't know, but later it was revealed to him.
No, this is not true. Jesus, when he said in the same chapter, he said no one knows but the Father, because simply he's saying to you that we don't believe in the preset dating. You see, if you go in the Old Testament and you will see that when God he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, if there was only 10 people who still decent, God will not destroy the city. So what does that mean? That our corruption is going to bring judgment day faster or slower. The more corrupt we are, the more we destroy ourselves, the more we stay away from God, the more the judgment day will come. So God he gave us a free will. So nobody knows, not even the Son, because this is not a preset decision. But Jesus said in the same chapter, when this and this and this and this and this and this and this happen, this generation will not pass before the judgment day come. So he's telling you what have to be done. He knew the future. He knew what people would do, but he is not the one who decide when to do it, because this is a free will. So Jesus he knew, but because you have a wrong understanding of Christianity. Now here, what did Muhammad have to do with the unlearned prophet anyway? I mean, unlearned about what? Is your prophet know the judgment day?
I've told he knows about it.
Okay, what he said about the judgment day? Let us see. In the chapter of the moon, verse number 1. Do you know that chapter? The one the Muslim they say, and you are a Muslim, that the moon split?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a prophecy from your prophet?
They tell me it is.
Look, what?
They tell me it is.
All
I'm
right,
practicing now. I was not a devout Muslim until last year.
My friend,
And,
so last year
now,
you became not devoted, so now you lost Islam. What does that mean? I mean, you're a Muslim, right?
yes, no,
Okay.
no.
So Muhammad here he made a prophecy. Muhammad here he made a prophecy saying judgment day in the corner and the moon split, and neither the moon split, it was just an eclipse, and the judgment day did not come. But if you read it, even your Muslim translation, I don't know what language you like to read. You can read in any translation you have. In Arabic, in front of me, it says اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر, which is a poetry. He took it from Imrul Qais. عن غزال صاد قلبي فنفر. So Muhammad here taking a poetry, putting it in the Quran, and now he is in trouble because he claimed that the judgment day is in the corner. And this is not only in the corner, it started, the moon split. The sign of the judgment day is what? Is the moon splitting, the end of the world. It's not, he's not talking about 2 million years from now we will have judgment day. So here Muhammad making a false prophecy, and he is a false prophet.
I can tell you one thing from your Bible as well, and if you can explain me that, that will be really
My
good.
friend, but why you
Okay.
don't answer about this, and then we can go to the you can tell me from the Bible. Why we Muslims
Look,
we escape.
your name is Christian Prince, right?
Okay, but you
Christian
see,
Prince.
we are talking.
I'm not against you.
You're a
What you're saying,
prophet.
I believe.
Okay,
Okay, I
give
believe
me the
it.
Bible.
I'm
No problem.
reading.
Okay, but you need to answer me about this. Okay, but no problem. Go,
Yeah.
give me from the Bible. Oh, no problem. Go ahead.
Okay, where there are, I have heard that there are some gifts of the tongue. People can speak in tongue. Okay, and Paul said in somewhere, I don't know the chapter or something, but Paul said that it will be seized when the perfect comes. Okay, I've also heard in the Bible it is written the moon will turn red, and
Well, the moon
something
turned
will
red. Yeah, the moon turned red. This is but
yeah. So how this is different than that? It is the same thing.
no, my friend. No, you see, you are mixing things up. Big deal, because it's not just one thing have to happen. The same chapter you are quoting for me about Jesus, he said only the Father know, is the same chapter telling you those things will happen. So when all those things happen, then the judgment day will come. Not one thing, not the moon, not one thing here. Like if I say, let us say I'm a prophet and I am not.
But didn't Jesus say that the kingdom of heaven is near?
Because by accepting him, because he came to us.
So that is 2000 years ago.
Doesn't
right?
matter. Jesus, he said, whoever believe in me and die, he will live. So we will die and we will live, and judgment day will come. And he did not say, this is why he said, you are answering yourself. Jesus himself, he said, no one knows the hour but the Father. And then he told us what will happen exactly. So when all those things happen, he is not saying it's going to happen today, neither next week. He's saying when those things happen, the judgment day will come, and I will come with the glory of over the cloud. So the Messiah, he will come when those things happen, and I explained to you that already. So this is not a valid question from you, because this is already answered. But here we have Muhammad saying that the judgment day is near. Okay, forget about this. Where is the prophecy of your prophet in the Quran, which is true prophecy?
He so said about Romans. That,
about the Roman, what about the Roman? Tell me about it.
That the Romans, everyone, the Romans will be the majority, and
the Roman will be the majority. Okay, is the Roman the majority in mankind now?
I don't know.
What is the population of Italy? This is Roman. Small country. So this is a proof that Muhammad, he is a false prophet, because when your prophet, he says a room the Roman will be the most biggest population of the mankind. He just confirmed to us, and I don't know, like, are you working against your prophet? Because I was going to quote this for you, and now you quote it for me. Look like you are working for a Christian Prince, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so when you're a prophet, he says the majority
what
of
about
mankind,
when Allah challenged
my friend, you just said don't change topic. You said that the prophet said that the Roman are going to be the majority of mankind. Huh?
Yes.
Is that a true prophecy, or this is a false prophecy?
I don't know. It is a prophecy for today or for Judgment Day.
Okay, so what will happen?
They told me
so
that
what will happen now? The Roman, they are the only way for this to happen is to kill 7 billion human beings and forbid them from having babies, and letting only 20, 30, or maybe 70 million Italian have babies.
You're making this up.
No, you see, I'm not making this up, because you are the one who says to me judgment day will happen when, and the Roman will be the majority of mankind. So Muhammad, he is thinking, because the Roman at that time, they are the biggest empire, so what will happen? Obviously they will grow. He never expect them to die and to not to exist no more. So he is saying the Roman, they will be the major of mankind. How that can be?
So Romans will be more than Muslims.
They will be more than all mankind. This is what it says. More than
Can you
all
show
man.
me?
Okay, let me show you. Let me get
Yes.
the
And can you
correct.
also show me? You're showing me from Hadith or from Quran?
Well, my friend, isn't it you who quote this hadith for me? And you are asking me, what are you showing me? You are the one who quote it. Now you are going to say to me, you are showing me from where?
Okay.
All right, let us see. I'm trying to find the hadith for you. Um, let us see this one here. Here we go. I heard Messenger of Allah saying, and this is Sahih hadith,
I can't see one. Wait. I'm waiting for it.
saying the last hour would come when the Roman would form the majority amongst the people.
Okay.
And you are the one who quote this hadith for me.
Okay. Let me read this. Uh, so I have this question for you.
My friend,
Okay.
I'm asking you, is the Roman?
No, I'm asking about the same question, same hadith which you're showing me. Okay. So is this about today? Right now, there should be majority, or it is about Judgment Day?
Well, it's about Judgment Day, but obviously, you know, your prophet, he says that Judgment Day is near and nothing happens. At the same time, the number of Italian people are not increasing. I mean, they are just a small, tiny 40 million compared to 7 billion. Guys, what is the population of Italy? Somebody give me 40, 70, how many million, so we can get the correct number. I'm not sure.
I can
Let me
check.
see. I will search on Google, because you know, I'm not. Let us see. Italy population. Oh, okay. How much? 60 millions. So, in order for the 60 million Italian to be the majority of mankind, those each one of them, he have maybe to have 10,000 children every day. How this will happen?
Look, I have a Christian friend, and
I don't care about your friend. And by the way, you cannot have a Christian friend. The Quran says, "Take not Christians and Jews as a friends." Chapter 5, verse 51.
no, we can have friends in this.
Isn't it the Quran says, "Take not Christians and Jews as a friend"? Chapter 5, verse 51.
I get no. It talks about someone who's attacking us, and we are not supposed to be friends.
Talking about kuffar, because those are kuffar. This is why Allah or Prophet ordered to kill the Christians and the Jews.
So you mean to say that we are not supposed to even talk to them?
You cannot take them as a friend. You cannot even take your family as a friend. Is that correct? Read for me. Read it for me. Chapter 9, verse number 23. Chapter 9, verse 23. Does it say that you cannot even take your own family as a friend? Or I'm making things up?
If they are not Muslim?
If they are not Muslims, yeah.
This is okay. Let me see that.
Because anyone is not a Muslim, he's opposing Islam, obviously. He don't believe in Muhammad.
I want to say something on this. And okay, I don't know how much you know about India. Okay. When I go to the meetings where they discuss everything, okay, and I ask this question, they don't tell me. They say, yeah, you can be friends with anyone, and then you can bring them to Allah. And
no, the Quran says, and those who take them as a friend, he is one of them. Not only that, you cannot take them as a friend. If you take the Christians and the Jews as a friends, and let me show you the verse, here we go. If you take them as a friend, you are a kafir, you are not a Muslim, you are an apostate. So my friend, those who they are saying to you such a thing, they are ignorant in Islam. You see, I don't mind to have you as a friend. Why not? I mean, I like to take friends from everybody. You know, we are Christians, we love everybody. But I'm not saying to you, I don't like you to be my friend. I'm saying to you what your religion teaching. And there's a huge difference. Otherwise, if I see you sick in the street, I will be the first to help you, even if I don't know you. If I see you hungry, I will be the first to feed you. This is what Jesus said. This is what we have to do. So you are a Muslim, you are a Hindu, you are a Buddha, you are an atheist. Still, I have to love you.
Then why
So I'm asking
Muslims
you:
in
does it say?
why
Does it say that the one who take them as a friend, he is one of them? Read it the verse for me. Chapter 5, verse 51.
one sec. Let me open it 1 second.
Mm.
Chapter 5 verse
51.
okay. Okay. Oh, you have believed, do not take the Jews and the Christians as allies.
Mm.
They are in fact allies of one another, and whoever is an ally to them among you, then indeed he is one of them. Indeed Allah guides not wrongdoing.
Mm.
So you see those in heart disease hastening.
Mm.
We are afraid. Can you also explain me the next verse?
Before
52.
I explain, do you agree then with Allah saying that this is what He said? Or I'm not lying to you, right? If you take me
No,
as a
no,
friend,
no.
if you take me as a friend, you are one of us. So you are Christian. So thank you, my friend. You are Christian now. Thank you. I'm happy for you that you left the cult of Islam and you became a wonderful Christian. That's wonderful, my friend. Now look at this verse here in front of you. Do you see something stupid there?
If you befriended them,
No, no,
verily he
no.
is
Do
one
you
of.
see something wrong, strong? Something stupid. It says here, "Verily
Mhm.
Allah guide not the one who is wrongdoing people." Does it say that?
Guide not. Verily Allah guide not a wrongdoing. Let me. I have a different easy translation. One
No
second.
problem.
Allah guides
Read
not
the
a
easy
wrong.
translation. I like easy translation. Easy is my last name.
Okay, Allah guides not the wrongdoing people. Okay, the Allah doesn't guide the wrongdoing people. Okay, yeah.
Don't you
Okay,
see this is stupid? I mean, if Allah don't guide the wrongdoing people, He will guide one. The one is guided.
that is true.
Don't you see this is stupid?
I always have these questions. Okay, regarding this, I go and ask them. Because I have some Muslims friends who keep telling me,
Hmm.
that we can be friends with anyone, we are peaceful and everything. And till last year, I was not practicing all these things because I was, enjoying my life and everything. But last year, I got serious about this,
Hmm.
and now, then why did they tell me that I can be friends with
Because they
everyone?
are lying to you. This is it's called taqiyya. They are saying to you, you can be friend with them, so you can make them not really a
But
friend.
in India, people think this is like I'm okay. I understand this. Like, and I cannot be friends with them. I mean, I have yeah. So one guy, he was telling me that Muslim kill people,
Hmm.
and I told him that this is not the
My
religion we
friend, my
have.
friend, my
We are
friend,
people of peace, and we
my
don't do
friend,
that.
Iftikhar. It's not about he say, she say. Doesn't work. It's what he's. This is a Quran.
So
We can,
can you show me in the Quran where he tells to kill people? I mean, I've
sure, chapter
they,
to kill. I will show you to kill the Christians specifically. To kill the Christians specifically. Chapter 9,
I
verse
mean,
number.
is there anything about like killing the non-believers if
Yes,
they don't
but
accept?
for me
Yeah.
first, let me show you the Christians. Fight against
Oh,
those. Chapter 9, verse 29. This is specifically to kill the Christians. You see, the translation says fight, but in Arabic it says قاتلوا. قاتلوا is coming from the word قتل, kill. قاتلوا الذين لا يؤمنون بالله ولا باليوم الآخر ولا يحرمون ما حرم الله ورسوله. Kill those who believe not in Allah, neither the last day, neither they forbid what Allah forbid, and they don't believe in the religion of the truth. From who?
uh,
من الذين أوتوا الكتاب حتى يعطوا الجزية عن يد وهم صاغرون. From those who they are Christians or Jews until they pay the jizya with humiliation or they have to die.
it is Surah 929.
Mhm.
1 second. Quran 9:29 says, fight those who do not believe in Allah on the last day. Allah and they have made lawful who do not adopt. They don't truth from those who are given the scripture. Fight until they give jizya. So he just says fight them. I mean, where does he say kill them?
My friend, this is the translation. In Arabic, we don't have the word fighting here. We have word qatilu. Qatilu is fight to kill. Qatilu.
Let, let me
Qatilu.
check what
The word
qatilu.
qatala mean kill. Yaqtul, killing. Is killing somebody. Kill.
Qatilu. Okay.
Qatilu. You can ask anyone what qatilu. You can take it right now to the dictionary in Google translation. You see, qatilu is a word mean fight to kill. It's not just a fight because we can fight by hands. We a man and wife maybe are fighting. So the word fight in English is very.
I just checked it. It says kill or murder violently.
Thank you. So it is kill and murder. Okay. So Allah is saying murder the Christians, murder the Jews, for they refuse to accept Allah teaching and his apostle. Either they die or they pay money. What kind of a prophet? If we pay him, we can. You see, look at this corrupt prophet. He is so angry because we are worshiping Jesus, not Allah. But if we pay him money, he have no problem. Okay, worship Jesus, no problem. You are protected now. Give me money. This is exactly what the mafia they do. Actually, the word mafia, the gang of the mafia in Italy, came from the Arab. After the Arab occupied Sicily and some territory in Europe, those when the Arab they been kicked out, the Muslims, the European, the bad ones, the criminals, they learn from Muhammad to do gang business. So they go to stores and they say, we protect you, pay us jizya. So Muhammad here is showing us the hypocrisy of a prophet, because what kind of a prophet? Let us say Muhammad is a religious man, he believes in Allah and nobody deserves to be worshipped except him, and there is no one have the right to do so, and I'm going to kill anyone who do that. Okay, how come if we pay him money he have no problem?
Okay, so this is not only about Christians, and this is also about non-believers.
No, this is only about the Christians and the Jews specifically. This verse is only about the Christians. But it says in the same time, it says fight those who believe not in Allah, which means even everybody, including specifically the Christians and the Jews. And do you know why he ordered to fight the Christian and the Jews? If you read the verse before it, you will see the reason. Muhammad, he ordered that no non-Muslim can enter Mecca. Okay. And now there is no business. People are nobody. He killed the Jews. Everybody ran away. No business. So they fear of poverty. What we will do now? There's no business. Nobody's coming here. Everybody is scared from this new terrorist group. It's called Muhammadan religion. So Muhammad, he said to them, and if you fear poverty, Allah shall presently enrich you out of his grace. Okay, how? Attack the Christians and the Jews and take their money. Do you see it?
Yes, I think, yeah.
What a thief, a pirate. So he is saying to them, okay, you are free, you will be poor. No, you will not be poor. We have a solution. We attack the Christians and the Jews and we force them to pay us money.
Is this still happening?
Well, if they can, they will. ISIS did practice it, but nobody can practice it because now the Christians are not weak. The one who is weak is Muslims. Can you force America to pay jizya? Can you force France to pay jizya? Can you force England to pay jizya? Can you force
I don't want to force anyone.
But this is Islam, my friend. It's not you. I'm not saying. I'm saying you are saying, is it happening? Because they cannot do it. You see, there is a sheikh in Egypt. His video is in YouTube. He was saying, the reason we are poor in this country, and this is Egypt, that because we stop jihad. Can you imagine how much money there is in Europe? How many blonde women we can bring and sell them? He's saying that in TV.
Really?
Yeah. There's a woman from Kuwait. She is saying that we should go and buy a lot of blonde women from Sarajevo, from Al Bosna. There's a lot of people we can buy from there, and she's a woman. She's a Muslim woman, and the video is on YouTube.
Okay, when the ISIS attacks happened, okay, I remember asking these guys, they are the imams, and I asked them like why these people are taking the name of Islam and doing this, and they said they are bad Muslims. We are not supposed to do that.
Was Muhammad a bad Muslim?
No.
Okay. Well, look what Muhammad said. You tell me what you think. This is what Muhammad said. Because when they say to you they are bad Muslim, that's mean they are not following the Prophet, correct? But the Prophet, he just said go and kill them and take their money. All right. And look, here we go. This is what your Prophet is teaching.
So
you are the best.
Is doing.
Listen, my friend. This is your Prophet. Yeah. This is your Prophet saying, reported by Abu Huraira. You the true Muslims are the best people ever raised for the mankind. Means the best people forever for mankind is as you bring them with the chains around their necks till they embrace Islam. Do you see it?
The verse is not yet popped up.
Take your time.
I'm waiting. Yeah, narrated.
So was Muhammad a bad Muslim or is a good Muslim?
You true Muslims are the best ever raised for mankind, as bring them with chains on them. Which is this? Which translation is this?
What do you mean translation? This is your Muslim translation.
Which
this is Sahih Bukhari, hadith number 80, book number 60. And
if you I don't mind, can I write it down?
This is your Muslim website. Yeah, I will send you the link for you, so if you want. Here we go. I'll send you the link to your chat.
But how it is possible that they give us a very different picture in India
my
about
friend,
Islam.
Because you do not know the language, you don't have knowledge. They fool you, they lie to you. You see, it's allowed in Islam to lie. Muhammad even he says Allah, he will not take you accountable for your false oaths. So you can swear by Allah, saying anything as long you are defending Islam and the religion of Allah, it's fine. There's a video of a sheikh. He was speaking about how a wonderful Muslim he brought a Jew to Islam. How? The video is there, even translated in Memory TV. He was saying that there was a Jew. Obviously, this story, by the way, I believe it's a fabrication, but this is the mentality, just to show you. So there is a Jew who is neighbor to a Muslim, and the Muslim, he keeps saying to him, "Why you don't convert to Islam?" The Jew, he said, "Well, I like to smoke and I like to drink." The Muslim, he said to him, "Who told you you cannot drink and smoke?" The Jews, he said, "Yeah, really?" He said, "Yes. Convert to Islam." So the guy, he said Shahada, and then after he said Shahada, he said, "Listen, now you became a Muslim. If you practice smoking or drinking, we will whip you." He said, "But you just said to me I can." He said, "Yes, you can now. Before you became a Muslim." And the sheikh is talking about how amazing and smart this Muslim.
It's a real story.
Well, this is what he's saying. He claimed to be a real story. According to the sheikh in the TV, he claimed that this is a real story.
So in India, the Musliman in India, when this all is happening, and when they say we are not a part of it, they do all the nice food things around. So are they really following?
This is just for the da'wah, just to fool people, make them Islam is a merciful religion. Islam is a good religion. This is just for propaganda, and the money is coming from Saudi Arabia to increase the number of Muslims. That's all. It's a political agenda, so they can take over a country. But the reality is different. You see, they are nice as long they are not the biggest population. The second they became population, they will become Pakistan. Go to Pakistan and see how nice they are to the Christians.
I have a very major question to you. Okay, the triple talaq got banned in India, and we protested against that. Okay, I heard from the Imam it is a nice thing for a woman to have a choice, but I didn't understand what choice they have in that. Okay, so can you give me a little explanation on that?
How it is a choice if the man is divorcing the women.
That is what I said.
Okay.
Okay. And
Secondly, just to show you that Muhammad is a false prophet. If a man he divorced his wife 3 times, after that,
hmm.
what will happen? Do you know what is next?
No, they just said a woman will have a choice, and they said something in Arabic. I didn't understand that.
No.
Okay.
After the husband he divorced her 3 times, this is the practice. Then
Okay.
the man, that man, he cannot get back his wife back, even if he have 10 children from her, unless she go and find a new Muhammad and she sleep with him. She take off her panty, they do boom boom, and then after that, the other guy, he divorce her. Then the previous husband, he can carry her in the back of his truck. And this is in chapter 2, verse number 230.
Verse number chapter 2, 230. Okay. 2 Al-Baqarah.
Yeah, the cow chapter. We have a zoo in this book.
Okay. And if he has divorced her for the 3rd time, she is unlawful to him after until she marries the husband other than. It means it is mandatory to marry someone else to.
Absolutely. She cannot come back if he divorced her 3 times. Not just saying the word 3 times divorce. No, if he divorced her 3 times. So you say he says he divorced her, and then he divorced her, and then he divorced her 3 times. She cannot get back to her husband unless she find a new Muhammadan, he marry her, and then the hadith says from your prophet that the new husband, he have to taste her juice, and she have to taste his juice.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
And I never heard of this. I never heard of this.
For
I
sure
just
you never
knew
heard.
that when you said 3 times talaq, it is in heaven. For Allah, you're no more a man and a wife. I mean, you're not husband and wife anymore. And man can go his way, a woman can go her way.
Okay, let me here we go. This is the hadith in front of you. It says that the prophet, and this is the Muslim translation trying to make it look nicer. They say you cannot get back to your previous husband unless you taste his sweetness and he tastes your sweetness. But in
This is
Arabic it says
230.
usaylatahu, until you taste his sweetness and she tastes your sweetness. All right.
This is verse 230, right?
No, yeah. Now this is a hadith. I'm showing you the prophet explained the hadith. A woman, she gonna go back to her husband. This is the wife of a guy. His name is Rifa. She wanted to go back to her husband. Muhammad he said to her, if your intention is to marry this man, so just you can get back to your husband, previous husband, you cannot do that unless he tastes your juice and your juice. And I can show you right now that the word husaylatuki mean your orgasm. So what kind of religion saying that a woman, she cannot get back to her children's because her stupid husband he divorced her? What's her fault? Unless she go and she tastes the orgasm of a new guy. Is that a religion of God? And what is the wisdom in this? If this is a punishment for the previous husband, this is not, because the one who is going to be humiliated is the women. The poor woman, I assure you, she don't care for this stupid husband. She want to go back to her babies. We know how mothers are, right? Women, you can destroy a woman by taking her babies from her. So she don't care for the husband, obviously, because he's an idiot. But she want to go back to her babies. She have a family. But in order to get back now, she have to taste the orgasm of a new man. And after she do that, this man, he have to let her go, and then she can go back to the previous husband. And this is your prophet saying that, and this is Sahih Hadith, as you see.
Sahih al-Islam. Okay.
So what do you think?
Taste is sweetness. What is the word for sweetness? Can you tell me in Arabic?
Asila. I can show you right now. Let me open the dictionary. That the word asila mean orgasm. Give me a second. Hold on. I will open the Islamic dictionary so they will not say he's making things up. You know them.
No, I agree to what you say because I can read it over here. I don't. I'm really upset.
Here we go. This is the word asila, my friend. This is the word asila, and this is your Islamic dictionary. I will put in the screen.
Asila, 1 second. The page has not loaded yet.
It's mean orgasm.
Okay, 1 second.
This is just a dictionary. I have nothing to do. It's called Al-Ma'ani.
Oh my.
All right.
And why do they translate it in such a way? What they will get out of this by fooling people? What
Well,
they will get?
always they lie in translation. And let me ask you another question. Well,
Yeah.
why the woman she will pay the price for somebody divorcing her? What about punishing the man? I mean, the man is the one who divorced her. She is just a victim. Secondly, let me ask you, who is the one who opened a school of Harry Potter to teach magic so the man and the wife will fight? Have you ever heard of such a story?
No, no, not.
Okay. Well, do you know that Allah is the one who opened a school for magic, and the purpose of this school so the man and the wife will fight and will get divorced?
You mean like Harry Potter?
Harry Potter. Here we go. This is a chapter 2, verse number 102. It says, and they follow that which Satan reside in the region of Suleiman. And Suleiman blasphemed not, but Satan's blasphemed, teaching people magic. Look, this is a false translation. Okay, teaching people magic, and they follow that also which was sent down into the two angels Harut and Marut. Now, if we change the translation,
Okay.
okay, you can change any translation you want. Who is the one who taught the magic? Harut and Marut. And those Harut and Marut, two angels sent by Allah in the Babylon tower, and they open a school like Harry Potter. And then when they teach somebody magic, they make them sign disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. They say into them, we taught you this as a temptation. As what? As a temptation. Okay.
Okay.
And what is the purpose of this temptation? So you can make, say, they might separate the man from his wife. Let me change this translation. It's really kind of stupid translation. Very, very weird. I think this guy, he used Google translation or something.
Okay.
Let me find
You want me to read it?
you can, okay, read it from your own translation. I don't know what translation you are using.
Just a normal word, simple word. I don't know the name of the
No
translation.
problem. Go
I
ahead.
just downloaded it.
All right.
Yeah. And they followed what devils had resided during the reign of Solomon. It was not Solomon who disbelieved, but the devils disbelieved, teaching people magic, that which was revealed to the two angels at Babylon, Harut and Marut. You mentioned that. But the two angels do not teach anyone unless they say, we are a trial, so do not believe by practicing magic. Do not be this. Okay, do not disbelieve by practicing magic. Oh, my! I
I
asked.
mean, so look at this. The one who is behind divorce according to Islam is Allah. Allah, he sent two angels in a special mission to open Harry Potter school. And the school have a special degree. They give you a certification in divorce problem. They don't teach you magic about how to make something appear, disappear. No. They have a special skills. And the skills is, we will teach you how to make magic so you can make the man and the wife fight and get divorced. How in the world anyone can believe in such a madness?
And I want to tell you, in my lifetime, I never heard about this
My
verse.
friend, you are talking to Christian Prince. I said nothing to you yet. Trust me, I said nothing to you.
So I mean, they tell me, okay, I can be honest with you now. They tell me that Christians and Jews are the disbeliever of Allah. Okay, they parted, they changed their scriptures, their books are corrupted. Okay, and I asked them very honest, because I am a guy who will try to examine at least what they tell me. Okay, yeah, so they tell me like Christian, their books, they corrupted their books, and they give me all the examples of books being written 60 years after Jesus, and they tell me that
Okay, hold on,
they
hold on, hold on. When say this, when
yeah.
they say to you, there's a book written 60 years after Jesus. When the Quran written?
I mean, yeah, that question did occur to me.
And when
Yes,
the
yes.
Hadith written? The Hadith is 300 years after Muhammad. When the Quran
But
written, the Muslims until now they don't have the Quran of Muhammad, neither the Quran of Uthman, neither the Quran we have today. The most popular Quran is called the Mus'haf of Uthman. Nobody have it. They have it according to the recitation of a guy. His name is Hafs, and Hafs was exist 200 years after Muhammad. So look at the hypocrisy. They say to you, there's a Bible written 60 years after Jesus. We don't accept it, but we accept the Quran given to us 200 years by recitation, not by writing. In the same time, the Muslims themselves, they accuse this guy, his name is Hafs, to be a fraud. They themselves, they say he's a fraud, and they don't accept any hadith from him because he's a liar. So how do you accept the Quran from him? So my friend,
okay, that guy has Hafs has a hadith as well, and yeah, they told, yeah, they don't accept that.
see,
They
so
say
how we
that
accept
is
the
a weak
Quran from
hadith.
Hafs? Okay, so Hafiz, you see, the hadith is a lower level of scriptures, let us say, right? So how you refuse the lower and you accept the higher to be to witness for it? This is the most stupid argument ever, right?
The first translation was from Hafs.
There's no translation. This recitation.
The first the site is okay.
Yeah.
That is
Hafs,
from Hafs.
You can go right now and search. You will see that the Muslims themselves, they agree that Hafs and his father, because Hafs he learned the Quran from his stepfather Asim. So Hafs and Asim both are a fraud according to who? According to Muslim Sunni. So how they are a fraud, but you take the Quran from them? Even not only they are saying they are liars, they are saying they are thieves. They are thieves. So how we can
they accept Quran from them then?
Yeah, how they accept the Quran from them? And how the Quran says that Muhammad, he confirmed what is between their hands. مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا مَعَهُمْ. He confirmed what is between their hands. This is in the Quran. Muhammad, he confirmed what is between our hands. So how he confirmed what is with us? لِمَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِيهِمْ. It's not for something, you know, it is not something was in the past. In many translation they say to you. Here we go. This is the Arabic. It says وَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ كِتَابٌ مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا مَعَهُمْ. Musaddiq, agree, believe in what with them, not in the past. If you click at the translation, you will see, it will say what was with them, but it doesn't say that. You see here they say what was with them. In Arabic it doesn't say that. It change the translator, you will find different translation.
Yeah.
All of this is just because. And you know, do you remember the verse I showed you where it says, actually you are the one who says to me,
yes,
that Muhammad is in the Torah, right? In the Injil.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So if this book is corrupt, so how Muhammad is witnessing for it? Because when you say to me, my name is there, it's mean you agree with the book.
I actually listened to Zakir Naik and his Zakir Naik and he's teaching a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've been to his conference when he was here. Right now he's not allowed in India for some reasons. Yeah, so that's where he told that the Muhammad is mentioned in the Bible in somewhere. I don't remember the chapter.
Prophet Muhammad admit in the Bible. I can code for you the verse, and I can prove it for you in 2 seconds. I mean, this is stupidity. No problem. But look at this. This is a chapter 2. This is a chapter 2, verse number 41, and this is the Muhammadan translation. Does it say, and believe in which I have sent down, confirming that which is with you?
Okay.
Which is with you?
That means the Torah and the Injil, right?
Sure. Yeah, he's speaking. He will go. He's speaking to the children of Israel. Remember my favor upon you, and fulfill my covenant, and shall fulfill your covenant, and me alone shall you dread, and believe in which I have sent to you, which is with you. Does it say that?
Yeah, he okay. So can you tell me the time frame he said? Did he said
my
this
friend?
at
It
the
doesn't
end
matter. See, time frame. There's no time frame in Islam. The Islam.
No. What I'm trying to ask is, Muhammad died in 1632, right? Okay. I'll read a little bit of history as well to understand this more clearly, to be more sure. So this verse when he said this, okay, was it this in Mecca or Medina?
Well, you see, the Muslims, they have their own, let us say, schedule. They claim, but there's no confirmation of this. But anyway, we can
Mm-hmm.
go right now. You can go right now to Google, uh,
Okay,
and you search for Quran according to Revelation.
revolution. Okay,
Revelation. You know, and
okay,
then you
yeah,
will see what the Muslims agree upon. For me, I don't care for this stuff because I believe this is all is garbage. There's no way to know which one. You know,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
but as long they are the one who believe in it, this is their business, this is their belief, so we have to go with their belief. Then you can go and search for the for Al-Baqarah. uh, if we go and search for Al-Baqarah, let's see, I'm going to show it to you in front of your eyes. There
Okay,
we go. This is according to what? To Revelation. So here you see in the left we have the original number, and in the right the number which is exists right now in the Quran. So chapter 1, the real chapter 1 is number 96,
chapter 1.
is number 96. All right, so now if we
Yeah,
go and
number
find and try to find a chapter 2, look where we will find chapter 2.
62, 68.
Okay, so how, what kind of book, I mean, who allow you? No, chapter 2 actually is sorry, the chapter to Al-Baqarah is chapter number 87 in reality.
Okay, 87. Okay.
Hmm.
Al-Bukhari. Okay, yeah, yes, right, right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So who allowed them, even the Muslims, to change those locations? I mean, if Allah He sent it to you in a certain order, who are you to change it? Isn't it the Quran says that corruption is those who yuharrifun al-kalam an mawadihi, which means change the location of the words of Allah? Just by changing
Yes.
location of the words of Allah, you are corrupting. And look, do you see it says here, except, read with me carefully, except
Yeah.
verse number 281.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Okay, except
okay, hold on.
okay, the verse number 281.
Right. So
Okay.
who is the one who allow himself to move the verse from different chapter, put it in different chapter? Isn't it, this is corruption?
Yeah, yeah, it is
And here it
because
says, except, this is different chapter, Al-Anfal, which is equal to 88. It says here,
okay,
this is Medina, except, so this is in the Medina, except
okay,
verse number 30 and 36 from Mecca. Who are you to change verses who was made long before and put it longer? You know, what is that? Who allow you to move verse number 30 and 30? Because this will change the whole thing, right? If I insert a sentence in any story, and the sentence does
okay.
not belong to here, it's mean the one who said the sentence, he did not mean to make it here. Otherwise, well, he should mention it here.
What they say over here is that when after Muhammad died,
Hmm.
the one who was following the Quran kept receiving revelations.
Who keeps revealing what?
The people who gathered the Quran,
Yeah.
okay, they had this revelation how to,
Where
you
is the
know,
revelation? Are they, if there's isn't it Muhammad the last prophet? If you receive revelation, it's mean you're a prophet.
that's what that's what it is.
My friend, isn't it time for you to leave this cult? I mean, you are smarter than this. All of this, and be honest with me.
I mean, if I have a book, I don't want someone to change it.
Yeah, but isn't it time for you, after all what you heard? I don't know for how long you are listening to me. Isn't it this
No,
is enough?
no. What you say, I really appreciate, and I just you interrupted. I was about to ask you something
Okay.
when we were talking about that. If you can, if you have time, you can just help me with that.
All right.
They look. We have Abraham, Musa, and everyone, and now when you say that when Quran was written in like it was written 7th century,
Hmm.
and I asked him this question, and I checked history as well, and the Jesus was a Jew, and couldn't find any other Muslim. I mean, other historical evidence for him being Muslim except Quran.
Hmm.
So, is there any other? Like, I want to ask you, like, do you have any reference where Jesus is not a Muslim?
My friend,
Like
to be a
historical?
Muslim, first of all, to be a Muslim is to be like Muhammad. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay. Did Jesus have a child, wife?
Jesus as a
Have a child, wife, 6 years old girl?
no, no.
Okay. Did Jesus encourage his followers, if you can, you want to designate yourself to God is
But
better than. Hold on.
the
Did
question.
Jesus say is go and do jihad and kill those who don't believe in me? Did Jesus
But
say is
doesn't jihad means
go steal?
striving
No, my friend. Here we go. I
for the
just showed you
wrong?
chapter 9, verse 29. It's about stealing the money. Did Jesus say love your enemy or curse your enemy? He said love them, right? Jesus says love those who curse you, pray for them, love your enemy. Nobody says that. Muhammad says kill them, bring them with the chains around their necks. So in order for Jesus to be a Muslim, he have to follow a teaching of the cult of Islam, and obviously he don't. Jesus is against idol, like worshiping idols. Muhammad, he kissed black stones and he go around the Kaaba, and even Muhammad, he claimed that if you touch the black stone, that will forgive your sin, right?
Yeah, I heard that. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so how Jesus can be the same one who forbid us and warn us from false prophet who will teach the same things as Muhammad, right? So how this can
Mhm.
be? And we don't believe. And Allah, first of all, the God of the Bible is he is a spirit. He is a three-person one God. The God of Islam is not a spirit. He has no spirit, and he is a physical being. So we have different God, different nature. So what is left? The
So if
Bible
Allah
says
is not spirit, what it
the
is?
Bible says that the one who installed the Holy Spirit, there's no forgiveness for him. But Muhammad, he claimed that Jibreel is a Holy Spirit. So Muhammad, he took names from the Bible, he installed them, he put them in his book, but he do not know what they mean. When the Arab, they ask Muhammad, what is a ruh? يسألونك عن الروح. He said الروح من علم ربي. Muhammad, he went and he stayed forever without answer, and then he come back and he said Allah only knows. He do not know even what the spirit is. And they ask thee regarding the spirit, say, though the spirit is by the command of my Lord. What does this have to do with the question? They are asking you, what is the spirit?
Okay.
And then Allah,
Y-
because Muhammad, he took him for long to answer, so he said, he claimed that Allah, he gave me a warning that I should not tell you,
Yes.
I
Yes.
will
Yes.
answer
Yes.
you. So, and if we listed, we could surely take away that which we have revealed into thee. What is that? And where is the answer? And then the verse after saying, and say to mankind and genie, come together and make Quran like this. I mean, how stupid this is. Okay, I have a book, it's called The Deception of Allah. I challenge mankind and genie to make a book like mine. But remember, if you copy my words word by word, that will be like mine, and that will be copyright problem. How you can challenge them to make a book like this? A book saying the sun
God.
set in murky water.
But is does I this is really I I really find it stupid when I read all this.
Exactly. So my friend, you're already out of Islam. I'm not going to ask you to leave now. You just said this is stupid. So Mr. Iftikhar, I'm so happy for you. So you decide to leave Islam, correct?
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
Thank you very much. I'm
I
so happy for you. May praise the Lord. Praise the Lord that we have a person now. He formatted the virus from his computer, from his heart, from his brain, And our friend Iftikhar, he called me as a Muslim. He is saying goodbye as what? At the sea. So my friend Iftikhar, what about you accept the Messiah as your Lord, as your Savior now?
Can you tell me a little bit like what Christianity is? I mean,
My friend, the Christianity is very simple. Jesus is all about love. Love your enemy, not only love your neighbor. It means say to you, love your neighbor, which is not a big deal, but I say to you, love your enemy. I say to you, pray for those who curse you. Imagine. The Messiah is all about love, and mankind without love are ugly animals. Do you agree?
yeah, I do. Yes, they say
Imagine.
Muhammad is Masoom. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but
I
here we
don't
go.
see
But
anything
Muhammad, you see,
Masoom. Yeah.
Muhammad is an ugly person. Muhammad, he tried to
Yeah, I
take
mean, I don't.
things into his account, even women. While
Is
Jesus
it true
was
that is it true that Muhammad married his own daughter-in-law or something like that?
absolutely Zainab, yeah, Zainab bint Jahsh, Zainab, the daughter of the donkey.
They say Allah commanded it because it was
See,
written.
what kind of God? Why God want to command a man to take a woman from her husband? You tell me. Isn't it obvious?
That's what is
Imagine,
like.
with my respect to you and your family, I say to you, I'm a prophet and I receive a command from God, and now he told me that I should take your wife. I mean, this is the most disgusting thing ever.
I mean, if you do this today, you will be killed.
Actually, nobody have an honor, he will accept that. But this is Zaid, he was a slave of Muhammad anyway, and he said to himself, if I don't give him, obviously they are sleeping together already. His wife she's a cheater. Muhammad, he went to the house of the man and he flirted with her according to the Muslim story. Imagine, this is written in Muslim books, that the man, his name is Muhammad, the prophet of God, he went to his own son by adoption when the husband was not there in the house, and he flirted with the wife, and he said to her in Arabic, Subhanu mu'alliful qulub, praise be to Allah, the one who made my heart to flip for you. And then the woman, she heard it and she told her husband, and in that interpretation it says فَفَطِنَ Zayd. So Zayd, I got it, he want my wife and they are together. So he went to him and he says, Prophet, I don't want her, I don't like her. Muhammad, he said to him, and look at the hypocrisy, man. Muhammad, he just came to the house, his house, when he was not there an hour ago, and he was flirting with his wife. And now when the man, he come to him, he said to him, no, keep your wife, man, don't divorce her, keep her. Can you imagine? A second ago you were flirting with the wife of this guy, and then when the husband, he come to you, he says, I want to get rid of her. He said, no, don't divorce her, keep her. And then he made a verse saying that Allah asked him, why you don't tell the man that you want this woman and I told you she will be yours? I mean, what kind of ethical cult this ethic?
I mean, this is pathetic.
So my friend, I invite you to accept the Messiah as your Savior. He is the only one is holy, the only one is good, his name is good, his act is good, his holiness is more than the holiness itself, for he is pure. He said what he do and he do what he say. He is the Alpha and Omega. He says, I am the resurrection, I am the life, I am the truth, I am the living God, I am who I am. Everything by him and for him created, but because he loves us, he want to save us. So while Muhammad, he want you to die for him, Jesus, he died for us. And the death of Jesus is different, because when Jesus, he humiliate, like the Muslims, they say to you, Jesus, the Jews, they did beat him, etc. You see, when you are a humble person anyway, you are God who accept to be even a human being, that is humiliation right away. So Jesus, when he was alive, he washed the feet of his followers. I think you heard that before, right?
Yeah.
Imagine those people, they worship him as God, but he says to them, they said, Lord, what are you doing? They said, if you don't let me do it, you don't belong to me. So we have the Messiah who don't want to be a king when he is the King of Kings. This is why he says the master is the one who serve. The master is the one who serve, not the one who want to be served. So I ask you right now to accept the Messiah as your Savior, for he is serving you. Imagine you have the King of Kings. He came to us to serve us salvation, to serve us good, to teach us to be how good and trust me, Iftikhar, the second you accept the Messiah, your life will change. Your life will change right away. You will I'm not saying you will be out of sin, because sin is a process of fighting against it. We have to fight always. We will struggle always against sin, because some temptation is all over around us. But Jesus will be a very powerful way to fight your sin and to fight your weakness. You cannot do it alone. But by the Messiah, by his name, you can fight sin. If you do sin, you see, if you do sin, and I did sin, I'm not better than you, and I'm not better than any one of those who they are listening. Maybe they are way better than me. But by the Messiah, I cleanse myself every day from my ugly sin. There's no salvation, because you see, the second you commit a sin, it's like you are a glass who have a crack. It doesn't matter how many tape you put in it; it's the crack is there. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
So
Yeah.
sin will make like wounds in your skin. You think you know, okay, the wound is closed, but still the wound is there. You can see it. So this is what sin
Right.
does to our body. And because we are sinners, we don't deserve to go to the kingdom of the Lord. We don't deserve the invitation. We don't deserve even to be there for a second. Why? We were sinners. How a sinner can be there? But by the Messiah and his glorious teaching and love, we can be saved. So I invite you, my friend, to be my brother in Christ and to accept the Messiah as your Savior.
I mean, if I leave Islam, will they literally kill me?
My friend, first of all, you don't live in a country where the Muslims are in charge. Secondly, for me, do you know how dangerous what I'm doing now? Can you
I'm
imagine how
sorry.
can you imagine how dangerous what I am doing right now?
I mean, I never. Where are you from? I never knew.
I'm an Arab. I'm an Arab. But
Oh my God.
do you know how dangerous what I'm doing right now? Do you know how many Muslims around
Yes,
the
yes,
world they hear
I
what
know.
I
Yeah.
so I don't care for me, because we will die once, and salvation is what we care for. The Messiah, he says, don't worry about those who destroy the body, but the one who destroy your soul. So your
Wow.
soul, my friend, is the one to be saved, and you will live as you know. You see, fear is our enemy, because when you have fear, anybody can conquer you. Have you ever seen
That is true.
a lady who saw a cockroach and she jumped in the top of the chair?
Yeah, yes, I have
Okay,
a lot
this is
of
because
times.
of
Yeah.
fear. I mean, this is fear, but this is a stupid cockroach. He cannot kill you, he cannot hurt you, right? But because we have a fear from, we have a phobia from such an insect, so we jump like crazy. And this is like you see in the cartoon, like a little rat, he scared the elephant. So if you, a person who have a fear, a little rat will scare the hell of you. But if you are a person who is with Jesus, fear is not in your heart, and no rat can scare you.
That is a beautiful thing to say. Yeah.
So do we accept the Lord, my friend?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean to that, hallelujah. Hallelujah to our friend from India. He called us as a Muslim, and then he decided today to accept the Lord as his Lord, his Savior. Praise the Lord, and praise the Lord for sending us such a gentleman who decided to leave Islam, and now he will be a light for his family. He will be a light for his community. He will be a light in the darkness of the darkness. Pray for him, my friends, all of you. Pray for our brother here, so he will be a lighting tool for the Lord and the people of the Lord. For the Father, he sent his only begotten Son, because he loved the whole world. He don't love the white, he don't love the black, he don't love the Indian, he loved us, all of us. There's no ethnic, there's no color, there's nothing. You are Asian, you are black, you are white, you are a child of God. And today, my friend, by accepting the Lord as your Savior, you are a child of God. You have a crown in your head, nobody have, just given to you. The Bible says a happiness in the kingdom of the Lord will be for one soul is saved, and that is you, my friend.
Can you help me in one thing, Christian Prince?
Sure.
Yeah. I have a lot of people here to answer for my decision. Okay. And there are some topics. If you have time,
No problem.
like where I like what you told me, I wrote it down. Okay. And with proper context of what you've told me in the translation as well. I have a few questions. If you have time, if you can answer
I
that,
am here.
that
I'm here to serve you, my friend. Tell me what
because
do you
I,
want.
I have to answer
I
these
understand.
people,
I understand.
because they will ask me
Okay,
questions
I
like this,
understand.
and they are not very easy to talk to. Okay,
Hmm.
and that is also very true. Okay, so I wanted to. The first thing I asked you was, like historically, I couldn't find that Jesus was a Muslim, and Abraham and everyone and anyone before Muhammad was a Muslim. So I want to know, because you have good knowledge about this, and you have studied this, and you have like better understanding.
Hmm.
Can you tell me if there was any Muslim before Muhammad?
My friend, Islam is not a religion. Islam is a collection of beliefs, and I will explain to you in a very simple way. If you go
Okay.
in this verse in the Quran, I don't know if you can see in the screen, maybe it will take time, but you will see
Uh-huh.
this, which is proving my point. Muhammad, in the beginning, when he was a weak person, he said,
Mm-hmm.
and this is why I told you I don't believe in the order the Muslims they come with. Look at
Mm-hmm.
this verse. It's
Mm-hmm.
chapter 2, verse number 62. It says, verily those who believe, and those who are Jews, and those who they are Christians, and those who they are Sabians, and whoever believe in Allah, they will go to heaven. Okay, hold on. Who is left?
What?
Those who they are Jews, and those who they are
Okay.
Christians, and those who they are Sabians. Sabian, they worship stars.
Yes. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Pagans. Yeah.
Okay. So how he promised the pagan stars worshippers to go to heaven? And what they have to do with Allah? If the Muslim they claim that Isa was a Muslim, Adam was a Muslim, Abraham was a Muslim, okay, that's mean all of them they worship a God. What his name? They say Allah. Okay, wonderful. Now what the Sabians have to do with this? The Sabian are the true one who worship Allah. Allah is two words, Al and La. Al mean God, La mean the moon. And this is what Muhammad he did. The Sabian they have Ramadan. What they do, you see, if you go in the Quran, let me show you another verse, because always we have to
Okay.
connect
I'm
them.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
actually you can download the video after we finish, so you can have all the
Yeah.
reference.
Okay. Yeah. I will do.
So uh, when the Muslim they translate to you and they say to you that when we have the month of Ramadan, what they translate for you, they say to you that the Quran say that those who witness the month of Ramadan, but the fact it does not say the month of Ramadan, it says the moon of Ramadan. In the translation here they say the month of Ramadan where the where the Quran was given to Muhammad. Okay, and then
Okay.
it says and those who witness the month, but the verse doesn't say the word month, it says the word shahr. Shahr in today language it mean month. This is true, but in the time of Muhammad the word
Okay.
shahr is not an Arabic. This is an Aramaic and a Hebrew, which mean the moon. You can go right now to any Hebrew dictionary and say the word shahr. The word shahr is a moon. So whoever of you witness the moon of Ramadan, isn't it this what the Muslims they do? They witness the moon.
Yeah. And the Eid. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
whoever of you witness the moon, who is the one who witnessed the moon? This is the Sabian. The Sabian, they used to go from the city of Haran
Okay.
and they celebrate the first moon fasting, which means they see the moon, they start fasting, and then they move to different city waiting to the moon, and they believe this is a new moon. You see, there's a moon, it's called the moon of Ramadan. I don't know
Okay.
if you're getting my point. Like we have many bowls.
Yeah.
This one
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
called
I
the
know.
bowl
Yeah.
Ramadan. This one is called, so in the moon of Ramadan is when we start fasting,
Yeah.
and then when we receive the new moon. And why they think it's a new moon? Because the moon changed its shape, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
they think there's a new moon is coming. So this moon is gone, and this is the new moon is coming. So when we see the crescent moon, it's a sign when you see other crescent moon, and then the moon start changing and became perfect, etc. And this is how they fast, and this is how they live, and this is exactly they took it from the Sabian. And you will see that Muhammad in the beginning he was fasting the fast of Ashura. Okay, Ashura, according to Aisha, it was a fasting of the pagan.
Oh,
How Muhammad
from
is
Aisha.
fasting the fast? How Muhammad is fasting the fast of the pagan? Why?
Eh, I
Any Muslim
really,
can tell us
I'm,
why he's fasting if this is the fasting of the pagan? And then when Ramadan
uh,
come, Muhammad he switched from Ashura and suddenly he wanna switch switch to Ramadan. Where was Ramadan before? Isn't it Muhammad he have the look at this. Muhammad he have the Quran in Ramadan anyway supposedly, and he did not have the whole book in it. He have supposedly the first verse. So how you can say the Quran came to him in Ramadan? Secondly, why he is fasting the day of the Jahiliyyah? Read with me carefully.
okay,
Narrated from Aisha. During the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, the Jahiliyyah before Islam, Quraysh used to observe the fasting of the day of Ashura. Okay, you tell me what Muhammad he shared with the Arab pagan fasting the same fasting.
fast was after there. So this is the same practice. It means.
This is what I say. It's not me.
Yeah, I mean, I read it and I like place my piece of wheat and for I shall self-request show that stop the fasting. Oh my, okay.
You see,
I fasted.
and then he switched to Ramadan. And not only
And
that,
he fasted on that day, you know.
yeah,
It says
he fasted
observing
too.
fasting.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
He fasted, and not only that, Muhammad
And
he
then
came,
Ramadan was revealed.
and then not only that. Look, just to show you how important this Ashura. Okay,
Okay.
if Ashura if it's just a fasting day, I will say, well, not a big deal. I mean, he just did it. But Muhammad he said that the one who fasts Ashura,
Okay.
Allah will erase his sin for the previous year. He will erase his sin for the previous year. So why we will let such a fasting which is going to erase our sin for a year? Read carefully. This is Muhammad saying,
Okay.
and this is Sahih again. This is at-Tirmidhi,
Okay.
hadith
Yeah.
number 752, and it's Sahih. The Prophet
Okay.
said,
Yeah.
fast the day of Ashura, for indeed Allah will forgive the sin of the year before it.
Can you highlight that because it's not loaded yet?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. It is okay. The fast of the day should. But he just said that he saw someone doing it. He
Right,
observed
but
someone
you see
doing
here
it.
the problem here now. He claimed that if you fast this day, will forgive all the sin previously for the whole year. I mean, isn't it wonderful how easy it is? I just fast one day, and then all the garbage I did for the last year is gone. This is stupid.
It means I can do whatever I want.
Exactly, and not only that, I have no responsibility whatsoever. All what I need to do is stop eating for a few hours. That's the most stupid belief ever. And telling you the corruption of this man. And here suddenly Muhammad he dumped this day. Okay, where is the verse in the Quran that says Muhammad to fast Ashura? Any Muslim can show us? Where he got this from? Obviously the Aisha, she is saying that he got it from the pagan. So this man he have no religion. Islam is not a religion. Islam is a collection of other belief. Some from the Christians, some from the Jews, some from the Sabians, some from the Hindus. The black stone from the Hindus. The Hajj is from the Hindus. Showing your shoulder the same as the Hindu. Shaving your head around when you go around the Kaaba the same as the Hindus. This is always a Hindu practice. The close of the Hajj, all of it is a Hindu. And not only that, Islam, because it's coming. Have you ever heard the Muslim saying to you that Adam himself came from India?
No, I have not heard
We can
that.
search it
Adam.
right now and
Adam, you
Google.
mean Adam? You mean,
Yeah,
right?
Prophet Adam, supposedly, according for them, he is prophet. I don't know
Yeah,
who
it's a,
prophet to who. I mean, this
yeah,
guy,
he's a
he just
prophet.
he have
Yeah.
his only his wife, and he will be prophet for who anyway. So he Indian himself, Adam, he's an Indian, and that explains a lot of things. The Kaaba, the black stone, the Shiva, the private part, which is the black stone. All of those
Really?
things is coming from yeah. If you go right now, check how a Hindu priest he dress,
Mm-hmm.
showing his shoulder, one shoulder,
Uh-huh.
right, naked shoulder, and how
Yeah.
Muslims they go and wear the same sheet. It's a sheet, same
Yeah.
sheet,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they shave their head
Yeah.
the same as the Hindus, and they have a black stone the same as the Hindus, which is presenting as a sexual organ. So Islam is
Oh
a
my God.
collection of, and not only that,
Stories from different.
even the Muslim books
Mm-hmm.
confirm that the Arab they used to practice sexual belief around the Kaaba. The Muslim they say to us, the Muslim they worship Allah. Okay, but how they worship Allah? If Allah is God, He is the God of Abraham. What
Mm-hmm.
made people go around the Kaaba totally naked?
My God. I was supposed to go there next
And
next
even when
year.
you meet Allah when the Muslims they go to heaven, Allah will meet
Mm-hmm.
them totally naked. All of them.
What naked?
All the Muslims will be naked when they go to Allah. But look at this here.
Okay.
Uh,
The
this is the
Prophet
hadith. This is Sahih Muslim.
Ibn Abbas. Yeah.
It says here in the
Okay.
authority of Ibn Abbas,
Mm-hmm.
the authority who? Hisham narrated authority of his father and the Arabs with an exhibition of Hamas, blah, blah, blah. It says they kept circulating in the state of nudity. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You will
Why
meet
the Arab
another.
going around the Kaaba in the state of nudity? What is the religion was there?
I became similar to the father with me, naked father with the exception of Quran. Yes. Why did they do naked? I mean, I read something. The
Because
prophet
it's a
will be
sexual religion, my friend. Because let me tell you, in the Islamic tafsir it says that women who cannot carry babies, they want babies. The black stone present the god of fertility, the god of sex. So what they do when the woman she have a problem to have babies, or any woman she want to get babies, she go to the Kaaba when she have her menstruation, and this is why then she touch her private part with the blood coming from her private part, and
Oh
she's
my,
naked, and
that
and then she place it inside the black stone, and then the husbands they come after, or the men, and they wrap their private part in the black stone, and that will make them later have babies.
that is the Islamic I mean, tafsir or Bani Hadith,
My friend,
which says.
I can show you as an example here. Let's see the
Okay.
part about,
I just have to write it down. That's
yeah,
why I'm asking you.
yeah, no problem. I will give you even the link so Muslims cannot say
Yeah.
uh,
Because it is very challenging what you say, and whatever you told me till now,
my friend,
I
I am
appreciate that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I am here to
it's
challenge them, as you see, live on air. I'm not here. I'm not here speaking
because
of.
I will make my friends, Muslim friends, watch this video as well, because we believe on the same thing, that we have to be peaceful, we have to good with others, and
Well, I wish, my friend. I wish this
uh,
is. I wish this is the true Islam. I truly wish. Trust me. I truly wish. Okay, here we go.
and
This is.
yeah,
I'm going to show you on the screen. This is an Islamic website.
okay,
All right. This is a very
yeah,
Islamic website. It's called Nida'ul Iman. Nida'ul Iman. موقع
yeah.
كل المسلمين. All right. Now,
Uh,
this is the library. كتاب الحاوي في تفسير القرآن. What book? الحاوي في تفسير القرآن. All right.
okay.
So now we go down, and we will see the following. This is not my words. You don't speak
Yeah.
Arabic, but no problem. You can use Google Translation. I can give you the link. It says
Yeah, if
here.
you can.
Here we go. I will give you
Okay.
the link so I don't forget later.
Yeah.
I cannot post it in YouTube because it have Arabic words in the top. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah, yeah,
became
yeah, I
very long
understand.
and YouTube will not accept it. But here we
Yes.
go. This is the link. You have it. It says
Just go.
uh, they are talking about the building of the Kaaba. وقيل بناه من خمسة أجبل طور سيناء وطور زيتا ولبنان والجود etc. So they are talking about the building of the Kaaba, which is made by supposedly Ibrahim, and he is saying this is where it's built from. And then it says وجاءه جبريل بالحجر الأسود من السماء, and Jibril he came with the black stone from the sky.
Okay.
And it
Okay.
says وتمخض أبو قبيس فانشق عنه. Abu Qubais is a little tiny mountain, or let's say hill, close to the Kaaba in Mecca. And it says
Okay.
وقد خبئ فيه أيام الطوفان. So the mount of Abu Qubais, he delivered that stone, he swallowed it when there was the flood of Noah, and then he spit it up from the mountain, and it was hiding inside it, and it used وكان ياقوت بيضاء من الجنة, and he was white pearl from heaven. And but when فلما لمسته الحيض في الجاهلية اسود, but when the blood of menstruation touched it during the time of Jahiliyyah, which means the pre-Islamic period, the black
Okay.
stone became black
Because of the blood.
because of specifically the menstruation of women, not blood only. It says al-hayd. Anyone who speak Arabic, he knew that what hayd mean.
And then why do they say that, it takes your sin away? I mean,
Yeah, this is
this
what
black
exactly, because those women, my friend, those women who they are touching their private part with the blood and they put it inside the black stone, they believe because they did something wrong to the gods. This is why he is not letting their private part carry a baby.
it,
So
it
so
looks
what they
like
do,
Hinduism to
so
me.
what they believe, that by touching that black stone is like giving their blood to the black stone. The black stone is the hand of God, which is going to bless their vagina, and then they will carry a baby. So it's a way to get rid of your sin and receive the blessing of the God of fertility.
That is pathetic.
And as you see, this is a Muslim translate. I mean, this is a Muslim interpretation. I have nothing to do with it. This is
And
the book
just
of
because there are people who don't understand this language, they come and give stories, different stories.
well, for me, they cannot play it at the game with me. They can say to you, you don't know Arabic, etc. And anyone who speak Arabic here who is willing to call us and read what I'm saying, who is in the
Yeah.
chat, he is a Muslim, he speak Arabic. He is willing to call me right now. I'm proving that I'm lying. Who want to do that? Mayday, mayday, mayday. Anyone he
No.
say, yes, I'm a Muslim in the chat, give us immediately your Skype and we will call you immediately. Actually, I think there's somebody, he is a Muslim in the chat already, and he is trying to contact me maybe. Let us see if he is there. Maybe he can read for us.
Okay.
No. There's somebody text me. Kindly call this Skype ID below. Ibrahim. There's a guy, his name is Ibrahim. Let us see if this guy, maybe he can do that. Any other question, my friend, you want from me?
There are. I mean, there are, like, I just decided to go away from this, and there are a lot, but I see you are a busy guy. I mean, you have.
No, my
But
friend, I'm not
if you
busy,
can
my friend. No,
answer
no, no,
me
no.
later,
I'm not busy, my friend. I'm here.
yeah.
I'm here to help you. I'm not busy from you. You see, but
Uh,
I'm just trying to. I'm hoping to get some Muslims to call us so they can read for you
yeah,
what is in front of me, so they will not say, "Oh, this is in Arabic." How we know that this is what it says?
yeah, I
You know what I
understand
mean?
that.
Yeah, because
And
they will say he's lying. So who is the one? Maybe we can get Mimi Hijab to call us and read for us. He speak Arabic and he
I
speak
mean,
Hebrew.
Muhammad Hijab, yeah,
He
I
speak
listened to
Hebrew
his
too.
debates.
Elijah mean
Yeah.
God with us.
I mean, the way he debates Muhammad Hijab, I don't appreciate that, because you cannot insult someone who is, and on an academic level. I have seen his debates with the guy, Christian guy. I don't remember his name. Trinity, some topic. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw that he was making fun of him and everything. I mean, this is not a right. It's academic level,
It's
you
just,
know.
I
And
mean, those are doing business. Those are not. They don't know what they're talking about. None of those people. They hear, they are a bunch of kids, and YouTube is a great opportunity. They don't have jobs. This guy, he lost his job, and he is trying to make some business. That's the story. But anyway, uh,
yeah,
can he prove your deceiver? But I don't speak Arabic. Okay, Muhammad Qasim, he can prove my deceiving, so I'm going to let him call me. What do you think, my friend? Do you want to hear Muhammad Qasim? You want to call me?
yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Wonderful, brother,
Well, thank you,
wonderful.
and may the Lord bless you. And we are happy that you accepted Christ as your Savior. And feel free join the chat if you have a questions, and I
Yeah.
will be happy to ask you. Thank you, my friend.
If you can get some time later, we can have just a small
No problem.
discussion.
No problem. Anytime. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Yeah.
God bless.
Bye.
Hallelujah. Here, our friend, he called as a Muslim. He hang up as a Christian. What do you want more? He is saved. Now let us call Muhammad Qasim, who said he can expose my lies. Muhammad Qasim, I'm trying to call you. Are you online? It says you are not online. So what do you mean you don't speak Arabic? You cannot get me busted. Am I lying? It says there that the women of blood from period made the black stone black. Yes or no? And why you are not online? I thought you want to speak to me. Actually, we can do right now in the front. You know what? Hold on. I will do this. I will open the website with Prophet Google peace upon him, and we will do Google translation. Even Google translation is not good, as you know. It's a city translation, but that will do the job a little bit for. Let us see if Google translation can work. I will open the page in Google translation in Google page. Here we go, and I will do this. Translate in front of your eyes. Is that fair, guys? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, now we have it in English. So this is very long. So let us search for the words to find it fast. I will search for the word white. I'm typing in Arabic. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Guys, do you read with me what it says? Or I'm making things up? This is the stupid Google translation, which is far away from what is really accurate, but will do the job. So it was hiding the black stone inside the mountain of Abu Qubais. And Abu Qubais, he gave birth to the stone. He split it out because Allah, he hid the stone in Abu Qubais, brother, during the flood of Noah. And then it was hiding in the days of the flood, and it was white as pearls coming from paradise. But when the ministration touched the black stone, became a black. Yes, Muhammad.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Muhammad. What is your comment about the black stone become?
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So yeah, I can debunk every point that you mentioned. You're
All
deceiving
right,
the guy.
start with this one. Does it say in the book of Al-Hawi, in the interpretation, that the women, they touch the black stone by their menstruation blood?
Al-Hawi is not hujjah for us. It's not evidence for us.
Is not what?
It's not hujjah for us. Hujjah means proof or
Yeah,
evidence.
no, you see, it's not hujjah. So this is your Islamic scholars, they are not hujjah for you. But why
Of
Al-Hawi?
course, there's many scholars.
Why
there's GS scholars,
Al-Hawi?
there's so
Why
many
Al-Hawi
different
want to
scholars.
say? Why Al-Hawi want to say such a thing?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
So you are the Muslim who is
That's what he
calling
says.
me to get me busted, and you are telling me I do not know. So what do you know?
I'm saying that who cares what he
No,
says?
no,
Like,
we
if he
care,
said,
we care
if he
because
said,
you see, because
X, Y, Z,
you
who cares? It's not hujjah for
if
us.
this guy is no one, why his book is even in the Islamic libraries if he is not to be considered to someone to teach you the Quran?
Listen, in Islamic libraries we have fabricated
No problem.
narrations.
Okay,
So
guys.
we collect every
All right,
historical thing.
all right.
We don't.
In
It doesn't matter.
Islamic library, did you hear this guy? We have fabrication. Is that the Quran?
No,
Okay, let me ask you. Do you accept what your prophet say?
of course.
Okay. Did your prophet describe the angels? Are they human? The angels?
They come in human forms, but they're not human by
Okay,
by
but the
essence.
angels when they are in the sky, are they in a human form?
Not from what I know. No,
Okay, no, don't tell me either you say yes or no.
I mean they could become a human if they wanted.
This is not the question. The angels in the sky, are they human or they are angels?
From what I've read, the angels.
So they are not in the form of a human, right?
Yeah, from what I've read, yeah.
Okay. So how you explain to me as an example this hadith? Just to show you, because anything I will say to you, you will say we have a lot of garbage in our books. I agree, you know, but the garbage is coming from your prophet, not from anyone. Here we go. Is that your prophet saying the truth or he's lying? That
But, yeah,
between
it's
the
not coming up
loop,
yet, one.
the angel have a loop of his ears, and he is in heaven, and he is the one who carried the chair of Allah. The distance between the loop of his ear and his shoulder is a journey of 700 years.
So how this is not human, obviously.
Well, you are saying to me a form of angel, the form of angel have a loop and he have ears and he have shoulders.
Yeah, of course. If that's what the prophet is saying, that's
okay,
what.
hold
That's
on.
what he has.
So while your prophet, he said he saw Jibril and he have 600 wings.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so if you have 600 wings, you have a shoulder.
Why can't you have a shoulder and wings?
I never heard of you have 600 wings. Where is your shoulder located?
I don't know. Have you ever seen an angel? You don't know how it looks like.
Don't tell me, have you ever seen your prophet? Your prophet?
When you see it,
okay,
then
hold
you might
on.
understand.
This is the good question. This is the good question. Did your prophet see the angel who is carrying the throne of Allah?
Did he see the angels carrying the throne of Allah?
Did he?
Don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Because if you see the throne of Allah, you say, okay, you say he saw the throne of Allah. Did Muhammad saw the throne of Allah?
Yeah, he seen the throne of Allah. I'm saying that.
Where is the story says he saw the throne of Allah? Can you show me the reference?
Yeah, it's in the hadith.
Okay, give it to me.
When he went to Mi'raj.
Okay, he did not see the throne of Allah. You are lying, my friend.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me show you. I have to search for it. So.
Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. Call me back in 5 minutes.
Oh.
Okay. Muhammad, he saw the throne of Allah. And look at this fiction story. Not only Muhammad, he saw he claimed that he knew the angels who carry Allah, how they look like. He claimed that he have a ear and he have a loop. And the distance between his loop and his shoulder is 700 years journey. In which speed? Camel speed? I mean, this guy Muhammad obviously is fabricating lies. And I'm waiting for you. I hope the 5 minutes will not become 5 hours. You have a loop. And the Muslim, they claim that Jibril is a Ruh al-Qudus. Ruh means spirit. So how he is a spirit? He have a loop. If the angels are a spirit, how they have a loop? May Allah loop you. I mean, do you see how much confusion this cult has? In one hand, they say to us, Jibril is a spirit, and he is a Holy Spirit. And then they say to us that the angels have shoulders and they have a loop. Qasim, I'm waiting for you. The time is almost up. Once I was debating a Muslim. This was more, I don't know, 15 years ago, more. He said he want to go to the bathroom. He was a sheikh. Since then, he never come back. We called the police. They checked the bathroom. They could not find him. Until now, he's missing. This is why bathroom is very dangerous. And this is explained why Muhammad, he says, before you enter the bathroom, you have to pray to Allah. Because shaitan يَلْعَبُ فِي مَقْعَدَتِهِ. Shaitan is going to play with your bum. And by the way, brother, this is true. I mean, the Prophet, he knew things, as you see. He have expertise. How the Prophet, he knew that shaitan, he'll play with your bum? Did he experience that? Like he went in the bathroom and he felt something there? Are you there, Qasim? Guys, did we finish the 5 minutes? Did we finish the 5 minutes? Anyone is counting the time? I think we finished the 5 minutes. This guy is looking. Okay, you know, Qasim, I will give you 5 years. Forget about the 5 minutes. Because 5 minutes for Muhammad is 5 years in our time. I'm still looking. Keep looking, my friend. Don't stop. If you're out of gas, stop in the gas station. It's in the corner. Keep driving. You're still looking what you can do. So in order to take Muhammad seriously, we have to ask questions seriously. How Muhammad he get this information? What does this mean? What the point if this is 700 years before the journey? Is that he's so big? Size does matter. Brother, the angel who carry Allah is so big. Yeah, because Allah is Akbar. He's so big, he's so heavy. Do you want a small angel to carry Allah? And you know what? If we say for the sake of argument, Muhammad is not lying. Let us just take it. Okay, let us say there's an angel. The distance between, let me draw for you. But you know, I cannot resist the art of drawing. You know, I am an artist by birth. You know, I was like I made a museum since I was 1 day old. So let us say this is Mr. Angel. We will make him handsome, so the Muslims will be not offended. You know. And this is his ear. And brother, this is his loop, the loop of his ear. Let me make it in blue. Blue is good. He have here maybe some piercing. Okay. If Muhammad saying that this angel he have a loop, and the distance between his loop, let's go down. Let's continue drawing. We did not draw the shoulder, sorry. So let us continue here the drawing. Guys, this is, I have a copywriting over this drawing. Don't take it and say it in the internet. I know you. You want to make business, money. All right. So this is the shoulder. Let's make it because it's long neck. Okay. So here now we have the shoulder of Jibril or the angel. This is his shoulder, brother. MashaAllah, very beautiful, very handsome. The distance, brother, let us use the different color now. The distance from here. Oh, hold on. Well, why am the distance? Let us use what color? Uh, this one. The distance, brother, from here to here is 700 years. 700 what? Years, brother. And Muhammad is still looking. Muhammad, I will give you 700 years. 700 years. Okay, does that make the angel so big, really? Muhammad talking about distance of what? 700 years. In which measure? Those people, they used to travel by donkey and by camel. So when we say 700 years, it is the time it take you to reach a place, right? By the maximum speed we have as a human, or using animals. At that time he don't have so if it take me a month to go to that place, they say a month journey. To go to China, it take maybe a 3 or 6 month journey. This is what how they measure the distance. Okay, so 700 years, but this is so small. Muhammad, he think but by making such exaggerating number, he make the angel so big, but this is so tiny because the universe is so huge. Is that correct? The universe is so huge. What 700 years in the speed of camel? Will take you more longer to go to the moon by the camel. What 700 years? What does that mean? And by the way, why there's 700 years between his loop and his is there is something wrong with the design of Allah? By measuring this, we can measure the rest of the angel. He's a man, obviously. He's what? Is a chicken? Actually, I have a surprise for Muhammad Qasim, who is not calling me until now. Is it in different hadith Muhammad he claimed that Allah is carried by 8 mountain goats? Mountain what? Mountain goats. Let us see. We need to find the hadith. Guys, are you having a good time? Are we having a good time? I hope we are learning, right? Because this is the purpose of what we do here. Okay, let's see. See how much you have to do, I mean, work to find things what we can do, because if we say something and we don't show it, they will say he's making things up. All right. Here we go. We found it. Above that, there are 8 mountain goats. 8 what? Mountain goats. Now we have to correct our drawing. So let us do this. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. Lord have mercy. We will choose a beautiful goat for you. Here we go. We got a very good looking goat. And for sure it's a male goat, you know, because Allah will not accept a female goat close to him. Haram. Now, this is the goat. This is the angel of Allah. It's not me who's saying that, it's your prophet. This is the angel of Allah. Because remember, your prophet, he says it's an angel. And now, where is the loop in the goat? As I know that the goat don't have loop. So according to your prophet, the distance between this, let us say here, he meant this area. Let us make it red. If he meant this, so the distance between here to here is 700 years, brother. Brother, I'm truly convinced that the Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet. Otherwise, how he knew this knowledge? How a man he is not educated, he knew this? There's no way he can be fabricating, because this is something NASA just discovered last year. I mean, even NASA did not know about it yet. This is just recently discovered by a scientist, his name George Bush. While the scientist George Bush, he was trying to prove it. There's another scientist who work in Trump Tower. He said, no, this is not true. It was a cow. And this guy is calling me to prove me wrong. And supposedly he will get me busted. It take us 2 seconds and he is gone. Isn't it obvious that this guy, he is making things up? What is it? And what? The distance between the loop of... Oh, tell us how this angel look like first. And why this angel have a loop and have ears and have shoulders? Because he carried the throne of Allah, brother. But Muhammad, he said in different hadith that angels have wings. This is a goat. It looked like Muhammad, he think goats are angels. All right. Am I heard, guys? Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? Any Muslim have a comment? I'm really convinced that Muhammad is a prophet. That's it. What we can do. I mean, if you don't agree with the Quran, you have to agree with the goat. And the funny, the second you show them something embarrassing, they say to you, you don't agree with the scholars. The second you say something, you say, show me. If you say something from your own, they say, well, we don't believe in it, show me. The second you show them, they say, we don't agree with the scholars. Do you agree with your prophet? Oh, our prophet, there's a lot of hadith are fabricated. Everything in Islam is fabricated. Da'if. Islam is da'if, Muhammad is da'if, Allah is da'if, and the goat is strong. This goat can climb the mountains. Muhammad, he did it, but he did not succeed. So my friend, I want to say thank you for being here. It's time for me to go. Enough for today. I hope we have a good time. And we are happy that our friend, he called us iftikar and he decided to leave Islam. And let me take the goat off, because this goat, she might became a public figure, because here we go. I mean, this is an angel of Allah, especially is blonde. They like blonde things. That's why I chose this goat. Because she's blonde. So I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you, and all Muslims are welcome to call us. And trust me, Muhammadan, I'm not against you as a human being. I'm against lies. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to help you. Islam is nothing but a cult. Islam is nothing but a stupid cult. And you have to be intelligent, you have to be vigilant, you have to be smart, and you don't let people drive you with the stupidity. I mean, it's a shame we are in the year 2019, soon we'll be in the year 2020, and you believe in this. Shaitan play with your private part. If you don't say a prayer to Allah, Shaitan will wrap himself around your private part, and he will be doing your wife with you. And then the Shaitan will be the son of Shaitan, the son from this sexual relationship. I mean, this is all is fiction, stupidity. You have to be very naive, small brain to believe in it. In order to avoid using the brain, we just surrender. Don't think, surrender, brother. Convert to Islam, surrender. Because if you don't surrender, you go crazy. Just surrender, don't think about it. Chapter 5 verse 101, ask not questions. Because the second you ask questions, verse number 1-2, it says you will leave Islam as the same as previous generation. Surrender. But we will not. We are here getting Islam busted, and nobody can refute us. Thank you all for being here. It's time for me to go. I did not eat since yesterday, so it's time for me to eat something. And I pray to the Lord that people will listen and learn, and they will accept the truth, and the truth will set them free. I pray that all Muslims in India, in Pakistan, all around the world, the same as what happened to our friend Iftikhar, who called us today as a Muslim and he hung up as a Christian. I hope all of them, they will accept the truth and they will become Christians. Don't follow fictions and don't follow a bad teacher. Muhammad is proven to be a bad teacher. Jesus said, from their fruits you shall know them. Go check the fruits of Muhammad, you will not believe it, how disgusting it is. So how in the world we can accept him as a teacher? Right? You will get me evidence next time? No problem. We are here, my friend. You have years to look and find, so we can love together. All right. So, guys, our friend here, Muhammad Qasim, he will find us the reference, but next time, okay. Well, next time will come, and we will see the reference you have for us, so we will enjoy reading them. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And remember, we have Thanksgiving Day is coming, but this is not only for America. Thanksgiving should be every day. Thanks the Lord for the bread you have in your table, for the health you have, for what you have, whatever it is, even if it's little, for what you have can be taken from you. Appreciation is the key of happiness. It's not how much you have, it's how much you appreciate. A poor person who appreciate what he have is way more happy than a billionaire who don't appreciate. Appreciate, my friend. Appreciate and live happy. Appreciate your Lord, appreciate your Savior, appreciate your existence, appreciate all the gift he gave you, appreciate that the Christ, he came to us to save us. And this is the biggest gift ever we had, and we have today. Thank you, and may the Lord bless you, and see you soon again. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And thank you all.